Today, May 22nd, 5:30 to 6:30 p.m., we had a open house for medical careers. We were showcasing all the talents and the different things we've been doing the year. And mainly the showcase was held because our instructor wanted to thank all of the community members helping her out. Sabrina Luna, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so you work with like speech therapists with like small children and all that stuff. Could you explain like a bit what do you do?
Yeah, of course. So what I do with speech therapy is that I help kids learn how to use their vocals and how to do certain sounds, such as I told Eric, such as the t or such as the s sound. For some kids, it's very, very hard to do that, and some kids it comes naturally. So with us, we take different kinds of S sounds, for example, and we either do the prefix sounds or we do the blend sounds. What I've been working with their kids, of course, so we use different games in order to get that sound out, and without them having to try, without them having to think it's homework and they have to like worry about it the whole time. So such as we play goldfish and saying the word 7. When you say 7, your tongue has to touch the roof of your mouth. So if, for instance, a kid is saying 7, that's not touching your tongue against the roof. So you just tell them, hey, you have to make sure to remember to put your tongue at the top of your mouth while saying your vocals, while sounding it out. And you just teach them that confidence, you know, that you need it, that you can do it, and they do it.
What is one good experience you had while like teaching some children?
Well, there's been a lot. I have roughly probably over 8 kids. There's this one where he's at a higher level of speech where he's on communication. So when we talk, he always has like the most like funniest conversations ever. It's either Pokemon, it's either Batman, Lego Batman, or it's about YouTube. And so the whole entire time when we're having this conversation, he's just having like, he's knowing how to express himself while saying his words correctly. And it's just nice seeing him improve, you know, with that. But yeah, he's very funny. So, I mean, that's just one thing that I always remember about him. He's the one kid that always pops in the head. So,
would you recommend doing this program that like Dr. Eichmann offers for us?
Of course, yes. I've told many people to do this program. Also, my sister, she is one of them, and she actually took this class instead of going into taking CCAP at Clovis Community. So she's picked this class instead. She thinks, and I believe that it's a huge more opportunity for others to, you know, to be able to see like the outside world and how it is. You know, it's different being in college and getting to be at a speech therapist, getting to be at a chiropractor, getting to be at a dentist. You know, there's all kinds of different things that can differ. And like Dr. Yee said, 19 people have already been hired, you know, so why not? It's fun, you get to learn new people. I just got, you know, someone right now to volunteer at CRMC, and I'm a CNA, and I got over 119 hours because of Dr. E. So I love this class. It's great.
Thank you, Sabrina.
No problem. Thank you, Eric.
Ready?
Better confessions and 2 breaths, but you know,
I'm gonna be famous.
No more.
3, 4, 6.
So right now they going to make the confessions now. So how many confessions are you guys doing?
30.
Just the 30?
And then hand on forehead, lift up the chin, breathe, wait for a couple seconds, breathe again, and then get back to CPR.
And you guys do this till like the guy's resuscitated?
Huh?
You guys just do this until the guy's resuscitated?
Yeah.
Alright.
And if you're tired, you want to switch off. Like I'm pretty tired right now.
Alright, thank you.
We work in the OR, so we've been able to see all these different types of surgeries, and we help out around the OR. So like we help take dirty instrument trays down and get them clean in SPD, and we're able to learn what all this does in the surgical tech area, and what scrub nurses do and how they do it, why they do it. And we get to turn over rooms, which is just like cleaning rooms after the surgery. Yeah.
Prepping for the next one.
Perfect for the next one. So you guys just clean, sterilize equipment and all that?
Yeah.
And mainly observe procedures.
Okay. What's this huge tube right here?
Suction.
Suction? So like dental? Or
Yeah, I guess a bigger version of that.
so a bigger version of dental?
Yeah, like sucks up blood, pus, all that
Yeah.
jazz.
What's with the iPad here? Just pictures?
Yeah, just pictures.
A
of us.
slideshow. Us in the OR. Some of us.
You guys had this like filled up with like some sterilized liquid, moisture.
Usually they'll use saline, but this would just be
Yeah,
water.
just like water.
Okay.
They use it for irrigation. So they'll suction and they'll pour saline to clean out like a wound or something or an incision.
You guys have also the patient gown here
Yeah, that's
on
a
display.
typical hospital outfit.
Do you guys
that all
clean them?
patients wear.
Do you guys clean them too?
No, we don't. Just what they wear usually when they're like going into surgery.
All right, thank you.
Yeah.
As of today, is Christopher here? Did Christopher make it back? As of this afternoon, we have 19 students that have been employed as a result of taking this class. That is my goal. I know Kiana. I'm so proud of her. My goal in life, honestly, is to grow more productive members of society and pay their taxes so that I can retire someday. Right? So we need you guys to work. And so I really think that we're providing exactly what CTE is all about. CTE is putting kids in a work environment, getting them work ready, putting them in an environment to decide, do you want to do this? Yes or no, right? And sometimes it's no, right? Where is Stephanie? Stephanie, counselor? Oh, she's not here today. See, she's, what?
Ken wants to be a teacher.
Ken wants to be a teacher. Are you crazy? All you said was, have you interviewed a teacher? Right. And so, great, but oh my gosh, and then I have a couple of others. It's okay to decide that medicine is not for you, right? But what we do want is to expose and inspire students to consider. We have so many success stories. Take the time really and talk to some of the students to see what they've been doing. It's been amazing. I have so many standout students, but Chia stands out to me as being the model student, and she's part of the Prospero program. We sent the better part of 10 students to you to participate in the Prospero program. So we partner with National University and Grand Canyon University. Cedric is going to Grand Canyon, and California Health Science University. Those are our big supporters of our program. So thank you so much, parents. My administrator, because you're the one that, makes it all okay for me. So, because I'm a doer, and sometimes my administration is like, okay, it's a big one recently. If you feel so inclined, is that we are going to need to fund our bus next year to get students into the community. Most of our students in one section drive, but unfortunately that's not true for all students, and so we're really needing to fund just a little less than $5,000 to pay for transportation for next year, so that students have the opportunity to get out and see, do they want to be a surgeon? Do they want to be a dentist? Do they want to see those things? And all of those things are really important. So we have great partnerships, shake hands, mingle. Mr. Richardson and I finally met in person, even though we've been on close texting terms for a few years. We finally have a great partnership, again, with American Ambulance. Is Kelsey here? No, she's not. Okay. She went on a couple of ride-alongs, and so we're really building that opportunity. Anyone else? I don't want to feel like I left anyone out because you are all so very important to me. Where's my nurse? Nurse Wells. Nurse Wells. Elma and I go back, way back. She was way back. She was one of my favorite accounts when I worked as a dietitian. I think we did more talking. She just paid me to chat. And she just kept saying, bill the hours. I'm like, okay. Which is really fun. But she has helped us prepare students to work in direct patient care, resulting in 2 of our students earning first place in the Career Skills Challenge ADLs, which is a
Perfect scores.
Perfect scores, 100% perfect scores, yeah. And so it was really quite. So I don't have to get another bone scan over to make sure. Anyway, thank you all so much. This is the best retirement job I've ever had.
Kind of just mimicking my dad.
Okay.
So this is Dr. Eichmann's Medical Careers Showcase happening May 22nd from 5:30 to 6:30 p.m. So Dr. Eichmann, how do you think it turned out?
I was very impressed actually with the students and their hard work in putting together the stations and really being able to showcase what they're doing during the week and being able to show the decision makers of the school and their parents and some of their classmates all the different activities that they're able to participate in, because the heart of the class really is in the community, being off campus and being out there in the workplace, and we were able to simulate that here.
So you're saying, like, you know, you get all these students out into the like workplace, get them like all these community service hours, like how beneficial do you think this is to students?
You know, it really is everything. This is not book learning, and it's different experiencing things by reading, even watching a video, even having a lab here. Is still not the same as being in the hospital, being with actual patients, being with doctors. That you know, it's kind of like smell-o-vision. You have to, you kind of have to be in the environment to find out whether or not this is for you. And the only way to do that is to get off campus and be out there.
With them like visiting like all these different doctors, getting to like all these different sites, how many opportunities do you think you'll be able to give students from like all these different experiences?
Well, I'm a go-getter, and I have grown the program from 2 placements to well over 25. So I have some big supporters of the program, Carmel Village, Golden Living, CRMC, plus I have a network of about 23 doctors, dentists, chiropractors that also are allowing students to shadow them and work in their offices. And so this year, we, out of the last 3 years up till this year, we've had 19 students hired by their community site placement.
A question from me. Since I'm a student who took your class and I'm a junior, right? I kind of want to take your class again so I have these same opportunities, but I also want to give like another spot to like another student. So, is it possible that you can help like, you know, the junior students get their own like jobs from like your own influence? Because a lot of people taking this class would want to like have your influence with like other and have that as like a huge opportunity.
Absolutely. So for sure, my long-term plan, we're very close this year, but it didn't quite happen. Very hopeful next year that we'll be able to have a second class that students could actually take as a junior, and then again as a senior, and they would take a public health class, and it would have a slightly different focus, but it would continue that and foster that same experience. The other part of my answer to your question is, if I have a good, hardworking, solid, respectful, responsible student, I am more than willing to vouch for that student and help them make their way. You're a prime example of someone that every time I needed something done in the classroom, you were the first one to step up. You're the last one to leave. You would always stay. And when you came to me and said, I want to be busy this year, I said, okay, well, let's go. And you had the opportunity to work at CRMC. And that wasn't a placement for the AM class. And so, you know, student shows me that they're a go-getter, I will certainly help them.
Thank you, Dr. Eichmann. This is a wonderful experience talking to you, and I hope you have a good rest of the evening.
I will. Thank you. Thank you so much.